Hey everyone, welcome back to Effective English Learning. I'm Mia.
And I'm James. Wonderful to have you with us today.
James, quick question to start. How much English do you think a person needs to do each day to really improve? 1 solid hour, 2?
That's the question everyone asks, and the honest answer surprises people. It's less about one big block and much more about lots of little moments spread right across the day.
Across the whole day? So not 1 hour at a desk, but little bits everywhere?
Exactly. That's today's big idea, a daily routine to improve your English, from the moment you wake up to the moment you fall asleep. Not a study session, but a way of living your day.
A way of living the day. I like that. It sounds far gentler than study for an hour.
And study for an hour is exactly the plan most people quietly dread and then skip.
Guilty. My 1 hour study plans usually last about 1 day.
It is gentler, and it works better. Your brain learns a language best in small, regular touches, day in, day out. A little at breakfast, a little on the bus, a little in the evening. It all adds up.
Day in, day out. That's a lovely phrase. It means every day continuously?
Exactly. Every single day without stopping. She practices a little day in, day out. That steady rhythm is the real secret to fluency.
I suppose the beauty is the day already has all these gaps, waiting, traveling, cooking.
Exactly. Nobody's asking you to invent time. The gaps are a gift you already own. We're just filling them with something that grows.
So it's less find time to study and more notice the time I already have.
Precisely. The gaps are already there. We're just going to gently fill them with English. You won't find more time. You'll use the time you already have.
So today we're building a full day routine, morning, midday, and evening?
The whole day, start to finish. By the end, you'll have a simple plan you can drop straight into your own life, whatever your day looks like.
And as always, no fluent by Friday promises.
Never. Just real, usable English all day long. Let's get into it.
And will this suit someone with a really packed schedule, work, family, the lot?
Especially them. The busier you are, the more this helps, because it never asks for a free hour. It only borrows the minutes you're already spending.
Before we dive in, if you enjoy these chats, please tap subscribe. It's free and it helps more learners find us.
And a quick like really does help. Thank you so much. It means the world to us.
So, James, before we walk through the day, is there a simple way to think about what a good daily routine needs?
There is. I like to think of a little triangle. 3 things to touch every day: input, output, and review.
Input, output, and review. Break those down for me.
Input is English coming in, listening and reading. Output is English going out, speaking and writing. And review is looking back at what you learned so it sticks. A good day quietly touches all 3.
So it's not enough to just listen all day. I also need to produce and to review.
Right. Listening builds understanding, speaking builds fluency, and review builds memory. You need all 3, or one part quietly lags behind.
So the triangle keeps everything growing together, not one bit racing ahead.
Exactly. Many learners do only input. They listen, and then wonder why they still can't speak. Balance is everything. A little in, a little out, a little back.
And I'm guessing you don't need equal amounts of each.
Not at all. Some days are heavy on listening, some on speaking. The goal is simply to touch each corner of the triangle a little. Miss one for a day? No drama. Just come back to it.
Is there a phrase for making good use of all these little moments?
There's a perfect one. To make the most of something. It means to use it as well as you possibly can.
Make the most of. So to get the most value out of a moment.
Exactly. I make the most of my commute by listening to a podcast. You're squeezing all the value out of time that would otherwise be empty.
So the whole plan is really make the most of the day and keep the triangle turning.
Beautifully summed up. Now let's walk through the day and see exactly how. We'll start naturally in the morning.
Quick question before we start the day. How much total time are we talking about, realistically?
Honestly, 30 to 60 minutes, scattered in tiny pieces you barely notice. Not one big hour. 20 little moments. That's what makes it doable for anyone.
Okay, the morning. Now, we did a whole episode on mornings, so let's keep this one quick. What's the essential morning touch?
Keep it light, exactly. In the morning, you just want to switch the language on. Think of it as a warm-up, not a workout.
So what's the smallest thing that sets the tone?
3 tiny things. 1 English thought as you wake. Good morning, it's going to be a good day. A minute or 2 of English audio while you get ready, and your phone set to English, so the whole day begins in the language.
So the morning's job is just to flip the switch, not to do the heavy lifting.
Exactly. Nobody runs a marathon the second they wake up. The morning is a gentle stretch, not the race.
Good, because my mornings have exactly 0 marathon energy.
Exactly. If the morning sets English as the language of your day, everything after it comes more easily. It's the quiet start, not the main event.
And that leaves my energy for the rest of the day where the real routine lives.
Precisely. So we tip our hat to the morning and move on, because the middle of the day is where a real routine really shines, and where most people leave all their English on the table.
Leave it on the table, meaning they waste the chance?
Exactly. They miss value that was right there for the taking, all those midday minutes going spare. Let's go and rescue them.
So the morning's the appetizer and the middle of the day is the main course.
Beautifully put. A light, tasty appetizer, and then the real meal is those long midday hours most learners let slip away untouched.
Right, the midday zone. Let's start with input. How do I get English in while I'm busy?
Feed your ears. This is the easiest win of the whole day. Anytime your hands are busy but your ears are free, put English in them.
So the commute, walking, chores, the gym?
All of those, yes. Any moment your ears are free is a chance. Most people fill them with silence or worry. You'll fill them with English.
So the very same walk becomes a lesson just by pressing play.
All of it. Driving, cleaning, cooking, queuing. These are perfect listening moments because you're not really using your mind for anything else.
And what should I actually listen to?
A podcast like this one, an audiobook, or a show you love. The one rule, it should be mostly understandable. If you follow the general meaning, you're in the perfect zone. Don't chase every single word.
So I don't need to understand 100%. I just need to follow along.
Exactly. Chasing every word turns a pleasure into a chore, and then you stop. Comfortable understanding keeps you coming back tomorrow.
So enjoyment isn't just nice, it's what keeps the habit alive.
Exactly. Comfortable but slightly stretching, that's where your ears grow. And here's the lovely thing. This can be an hour of English a day, and it costs you no extra time at all.
Because I was going to do the dishes anyway. Now the dishes come with a lesson.
Beautifully put. And a small tip. Repeat a phrase now and then. Don't just listen passively the whole time. Every few minutes, catch a nice phrase and say it out loud. That turns quiet input into gentle practice.
So even my listening time gets a little speaking sprinkled in.
Exactly. A pinch of output in your input. That little habit alone will move you faster than most people move in a year.
Feed your ears all day and echo the odd phrase. Simple.
The easiest brick in the whole wall. Now let's make sure some English comes back out of you too.
Is there a wrong amount of listening? Can someone overdo the input?
You can lean on it too heavily and forget to speak. That's the trap. Input is the foundation, but a house needs walls too. So let's build those walls next.
So that's input handled. Now the output corner of the triangle. How do I produce English in the middle of a busy day?
In little private bursts. You don't need a conversation partner. 3 easy ways: self-talk, voice notes, and texting.
Start with self-talk. We love that one here.
We do. Narrate little moments through the day. I'm heating up my lunch. I need to reply to that email. This coffee is exactly what I needed. Quiet sentences out loud or under your breath.
And the voice notes, how do those work?
Once a day, record yourself speaking for 1 minute on your phone. Talk about anything, your day, a film you saw, your opinion on the weather. Then, if you like, listen back. It feels strange at first, but it's pure gold.
So I become my own little speaking exercise once a day.
Exactly. And the recording keeps you honest.
You actually hear your progress over the weeks. It's your own little mirror for speaking.
So next month, I can hear how far I've come. That's rather motivating.
Exactly. And texting is the third one. If you message a friend who's also learning or who speaks English, do it in English. Real, low-pressure writing practice tucked into something you already do.
So I'm producing English by speaking, recording, and writing, all in tiny amounts.
All in tiny amounts, and none of it's scary. Nobody's grading you. It's just you gently practicing out loud.
So the pressure's off and the practice is on. I like that balance.
All in tiny amounts, all day. Output is where most learners fall short, so even a few sentences a day puts you well ahead.
And I'm guessing the trick is not to wait until I feel ready.
Never wait to feel ready. That day doesn't come. Speak now, messy and imperfect. Producing English is exactly how it becomes good.
So each day, some English in and some English out.
That's the engine. Now let's make it real with one brave little habit.
Does the writing count, even if it's just a quick text to a friend?
Completely. A cheerful text in English is real writing practice. It doesn't need to be an essay. A sentence or two sent often does wonders.
Quick reminder before we go on. If this is helping you, drop a comment with the word routine. We read every single one and it tells us to keep making these.
Just one word, routine. Go on, we'll see it.
Now you said a brave little habit. What is it?
Once a day, turn one real interaction into English. Just one. A tiny piece of the real world in your new language.
Give me some examples. What counts?
Order your coffee in English. Write one comment online in English. Ask a question in an English forum. Say hello to a neighbor who speaks it. Or join a free language exchange for 10 minutes.
So I take my practice out of my head and into the real world once a day.
Exactly. Practice in your head is the rehearsal. A real interaction is the performance. Both matter, but only one truly builds confidence.
And confidence is really the thing most of us are missing, isn't it?
Exactly. This is the bravest brick and the most powerful. One real interaction a day slowly melts the fear away because you keep proving to yourself that you can do it.
And I suppose it doesn't matter if it's tiny.
Tiny is perfect. Could I have a coffee, please? Is a complete real English interaction. You don't need a speech. You just need to touch the real world with English once a day.
What if I'm nervous or I make a mistake in front of someone?
Then you've had a wonderful lesson. A real mistake, gently corrected by real life, teaches more than 100 perfect exercises. And most people are kind. They just want to help.
So one small, brave interaction a day. That's the one that changes everything.
It really is. Little acts of courage, day in, day out. Now, let's talk about the tiny pockets of time hiding all over your day.
What if I live somewhere English isn't spoken around me?
Then the internet is your real world. A comment, a forum reply, a short voice message to a language partner, all count. Connection matters more than location.
Tiny pockets. I like the sound of that. What do you mean?
Every day has these little 5-minute gaps, waiting for a kettle, sitting in a waiting room, standing in a queue, riding a lift. Alone, they feel like nothing. Together, they're huge.
So all those little dead minutes actually add up to a lot.
They're the loose change of your day. Ignore it, and it's nothing. Collect it, and by year's end, you're rich.
So I'm basically saving up spare minutes like coins in a jar.
Enormously. 6 5-minute pockets is half an hour of English a day, and you never once sat down to study. You just used the crumbs of time most people throw away.
So what do I do in a 5-minute pocket?
Keep a couple of go-to habits ready. Review a few flashcards, read one short article, learn 2 new words, or narrate what's around you. Pick whatever's easy in that moment.
So I don't need a plan, I just reach for whatever fits.
Exactly. The best pocket habit is the one you'll actually do in that moment, tired or busy. Keep the bar low, and you'll clear it every time.
So easy and ready beats clever and complicated?
Exactly. Have 2 or 3 little habits in your back pocket and grab one whenever a gap appears. No decision, no fuss.
And is there a way to make sure I actually remember to?
Link it to a trigger, like we always say.
Every time you pull out your phone to scroll, do 30 seconds of English first. The urge to scroll becomes your reminder to learn.
So my scrolling habit becomes my studying alarm? That's sneaky.
Beautifully sneaky. You're turning a time waster into a time maker, and you'll be amazed how fast those crumbs become a feast.
Make the most of the crumbs. I love that.
The crumbs are where the magic hides. Now, let's bring the day home into the evening.
And if a pocket appears, but my brain is fried and I can't focus?
Then do the gentlest thing. Just listen or read one easy line. Tired brain English still counts. On low days, easy beats nothing every time.
Okay, the evening. I'm home, I'm tired. What's the routine now?
Now you wind down, but in English. And there's the phrase for you, to wind down. It means to relax and let go of the day's stress.
To wind down, so to slowly relax in the evening.
Exactly. After work, I like to wind down with a cup of tea. And the best way to wind down for a learner? Watch one thing in English.
So my evening telly counts as learning?
Delightfully, yes, the guilt-free kind of learning. You collapse on the sofa and improve at the very same time.
Finally, my favorite hobby is officially productive.
Absolutely, if it's in English. Pick a show you enjoy and put on English subtitles, not subtitles in your own language. You'll relax and learn at the very same time.
Why English subtitles rather than my own language?
Because your own language pulls your brain away from the English. English subtitles keep you inside it. You hear the words and see them together, and the two lock in. It's gentle and it's powerful.
So one relaxing episode is actually a proper English lesson in disguise.
The best kind of lesson, the one you'd have done anyway for fun. Learning hides most happily inside enjoyment.
So I stop feeling guilty about my evening show and start feeling clever about it.
The most enjoyable lesson of your day. And you said telly just now. Nicely done. That's a little culture note. In Britain, people often call the television the telly.
The telly, so that's just the television.
Exactly. Very common, very informal, very British. In America, you'd simply say TV. So you can wind down in front of the telly or in front of the TV, and either way, you're learning.
So the evening starts with something I already love, a show, just switched into English.
The easiest habit to keep, because it doesn't feel like work at all. Now, one small step turns that relaxing input into something that really sticks.
Should I re-watch favorites or always find something new?
Rewatching is wonderful. You already know the story, so your ears can focus on the words. A beloved show watched again in English is a gift to your learning.
Something that makes it stick? Is this the review corner of the triangle?
It is, and it's the step almost everyone skips, which is a real shame because it's where the day's learning gets saved.
So what does a daily review actually look like?
Keep it tiny, 2 minutes. Glance at any new words you met today, and then, my favorite, write 3 sentences about your day in English.
3 sentences about my day, so I'm using the past tense about my own real life.
Exactly. And personal sentences stick like nothing else because they actually mean something to you. Your own life is the best textbook you'll ever own.
So my diary and my grammar practice become the very same thing.
Exactly. Today I worked from home. I called my sister. I watched a great film this evening. Real, personal, and it quietly locks in everything you practiced.
And writing it must slow me down enough to notice my mistakes.
Exactly. Writing is thinking in slow motion. You catch the little slips your fast speaking hides and quietly fix them for next time.
So my evening notebook is gently teaching me even while I sleep.
That's the hidden gift. Speaking rushes by. Writing holds still. You can look at your own sentence, tidy it, and really see your English. Just 3 lines a day builds into something remarkable.
Should I keep them all in one place?
Yes, a little journal or a note on your phone. After a month, you'll have 30 days of your own life written in English. Flip back and you'll actually see yourself improving. It's wonderfully motivating.
So the review isn't just memory, it's proof that I'm growing.
Proof you can hold in your hand. And on the hard days, that proof is what keeps you going.
Encouraging. 2 minutes of looking back, 3 sentences of my day. That's the review.
Small but mighty.
Now, one last gentle habit before sleep.
What if I don't know how to say something about my day in English?
Then that's tomorrow's thing to learn. You've just found a word you actually need. Those gaps are gifts. They point straight at your next useful word.
A habit before sleep. What's the final one?
Read a little English before bed. 10 quiet minutes, something easy and enjoyable.
What should I read? I always pick things that are too hard and give up.
That's the classic mistake. Go easy on purpose. A simple graded reader, a children's book, a short article, or a few pages of a gentle novel. If you're reaching for the dictionary every line, it's too hard. Put it down and find something kinder.
So easy reading isn't lazy, it's actually the smart choice?
The smartest. Struggling through hard books slowly kills the habit. Easy books keep you turning pages, and turning pages is where the growth lives.
So I should feel proud, not guilty about reading something simple.
Completely. Easy reading in large amounts is one of the best things you can do for your English. You meet the same everyday words again and again until they become second nature.
And reading before bed must be calming too.
Wonderfully calming. It signals to your body that the day is done, and it swaps late-night scrolling for something that actually nourishes you.
So it's better sleep and better English from the very same 10 minutes?
It's perfect. No screens, no stress. Just you and some gentle English as the day closes. Your mind even keeps working on it while you sleep.
Now, what about people who aren't tired at night? The ones who come alive in the evening?
The night owls. A night owl is someone who's most awake and active late at night.
A night owl. So the opposite of an early bird?
Exactly the opposite. And here's the good news. A daily routine doesn't care whether you're an early bird or a night owl. Do your reading, your review, your show, whenever your evening happens to be.
So night owls get a beautiful, calm end to the day too?
Every kind of person has a daily rhythm. The routine just gently fits into yours.
Is listening to an audiobook at night just as good as reading?
It's lovely too, especially if your eyes are tired. Read or listen, whichever soothes you. The point is a calm dose of English as the day closes.
Okay, that's a full, lovely day. But James, realistically, how do I keep all of this going without burning out?
The most important question. And the first answer is this. Set a daily minimum. One tiny thing you will never skip, even on your worst day.
A daily minimum. Like what?
Something almost silly small. I will always write one English sentence before bed. That's it. On a wonderful day, you do the whole routine. On a terrible day, you do your one sentence and your streak lives on.
So the minimum protects me from ever fully stopping.
Exactly. A tiny action keeps your identity alive. I'm someone who does English every day. That identity is what carries you through the hard weeks.
So the one sentence isn't really about the sentence. It's about staying the kind of person who shows up.
Exactly. Most people quit not because of one bad day, but because one bad day becomes a bad week. The daily minimum breaks that chain. You never hit zero.
And the rest, the input, output, review, I just stack onto my day where it fits?
Exactly. No willpower needed. The day itself does the reminding. Your coffee, your commute, and your sofa each become a quiet little cue.
So the routine runs on my habits, not on my motivation. That's a relief.
Precisely. Attach each habit to something you already do. Coffee means listening. Lunch means flashcards. The sofa means a show in English. Your day becomes the timetable, so you never have to remember.
Should I check in on how it's going now and then?
Yes, once a week, take 2 minutes. Ask what went well, what slipped. Then gently adjust, not to judge yourself, just to steer. A weekly glance keeps the whole thing alive.
And if I have an off week where it all falls apart?
Then you keep at it. That's the phrase. To keep at it means to carry on, especially when it's hard. Miss a week? Shrug, smile, and keep at it. Consistency isn't never falling. It's always coming back.
Keep at it. That's the whole game, isn't it?
That's the whole game. Be kind, be consistent, and keep at it, day in, day out. That's how ordinary days quietly turn into real fluency.
How long before all this starts to feel automatic?
A few weeks for the small habits, a couple of months for the rhythm. One day you'll notice you didn't decide to do English, you just did it. That's when it's truly yours.
All right, let's pull the whole day together. James, take us through it, start to finish.
With pleasure. Morning, a light warm-up, one English thought, a little audio, your phone in English. Midday, feed your ears with listening. Use English out loud in little bursts and turn one real interaction into English each day.
Keep going, the pockets and the evening.
Fill the 5-minute pockets with tiny habits. Then, in the evening, wind down with a show in English. Do a 2-minute review with 3 sentences about your day, and read something easy before bed.
When you lay it out like that, it's a full day of English and barely a minute of extra effort.
That's the whole trick. You didn't add a study session. You simply gave your ordinary day an English soundtrack.
And how do we hold it all together?
Set a daily minimum you never skip. Stack habits onto your existing day. Check in once a week and keep at it. Kindly. Remember the little triangle: input, output, review.
And today's handy phrases?
Day in, day out. To make the most of something. To wind down. A night owl. And to keep at it. Plus the very British telly for the television.
And the one big idea if you forget everything else?
You don't need more time. You need your day. Sprinkle small bits of English from morning to night every day, and fluency quietly builds itself.
So here's our question for you today, and we really do read every comment.
Which part of your day, morning, midday, or evening, will you fill with English first? Tell us down in the comments. We'd love to hear your plan.
And if today helped, a like, a subscribe, and a share with a friend who's learning English would honestly mean the world to us.
So, from your first thought in the morning to your last page tonight, let a little English travel with you.
And improve your English the effective way, all day long. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.